Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down, Titans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's Rodgers on the return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action with Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A throw out wide, caught by Pascal. so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away. Well, this winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
29-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second down now. It's Henry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
first and 10, Taylor now. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He may try and run for this. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
23-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the game. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up on the left hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
It's caught for a close touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here.
Extra point.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
From the end zone, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Henry. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Tennessee.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcusson, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Brissett. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell.
You gotta love it, baby.
Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Titans first down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up around the 41. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Into the air once more. It's Brissett connecting with Burton here over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50, the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here, because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, it's Henry. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spouting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves him just inches from a 1st. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Brissett now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 31, Titans 7. Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be their third straight defeat. They will find Davis. That's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On the play. First down, Tennessee.
Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
And the Titans first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it again with Henry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4 yards. First down, Titans.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Sheds off the tackle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second
down and goal. Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Tannehill. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
3 at the the 34-yard line.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
He loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Tennessee.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game,